let's continue our conversation, Minister Zweli Mkhize, and thank you so much for indulging us and agreeing to stay. Capacity issues are one thing. Yes. Issues of political will to do right by the citizens, to basically, be stern on issues of corruption. We were watching that briefing now. It's in the province of the Northwest, a province that, many have complained about issues of corruption. How do you deal with that? You can flood the place with technical expertise as you plan to, but if there's no political will to do the right thing, you'll always have problems.
Well, I think we must say that there are different categories of problems, and so when what we're talking about in technical capacity, it's a real issue, it's a real problem, and we're looking at interventions. Then there are two other aspects which we must also look at. Firstly, on the one issue is the issue of governance, ensuring that the municipalities are managed properly. And in this regard, we actually pick up, a whole approach that says that the people in particular positions must have the requisite qualifications, and we actually monitor that from COCTA at national. We monitor that. We even monitor people who would have been involved in irregularities or disciplinary hearings or misconduct, that they cannot, be job hopping from one municipality to the other. Will catch up with them, and we'll deal with that. Then the other issue relates to the political management of the municipalities. Now that issue is an issue that we're also going to be dealing with, because it has got more to do with the the ruling parties, and that is where you focus on that issue. It relates basically to ensuring that there's proper management of the interface between the administration and the political leadership. That issue, as well as ensuring that the issues of governance, if there's a misconduct, if there's transgression, we must investigate properly, and where we find that there's a need for action, that such action must be taken. And in addition, that when we follow those municipalities, we want to ensure that we act, and then we will deal with the leadership at that particular level, so that the interference does not become an issue. So all of that we will investigate without any fear or favor, so that the right decisions are taken where there are transgressions involved.
So a final one then from me, Minister. Talk to me about targets and timelines, because it's one thing for you and I and the teams that you've convened to sit and analyze these issues. They've been analyzed ad nauseum, some would say. Timelines and targets, what can South Africans hold you to?
Well, today's engagement was seeking solutions and also discussing what approaches we're going to be taking. The real announcement with those timelines is going to come on the day we do the budget speech, when all the consultations would have been done. We're still going to be doing even various visits to various provinces. We're doing lots of consultations. So on the budget speech, we'll have quite a lot of specifics and timelines as to what is going to happen, by when, and you can hold us to that.
You can't blame me for trying to get the school.
I know. You've been in this before, but look, we're learning, so we will actually look at those time frames at the right time.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate you coming through. That is Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs Minister, Dr. Zweli Mkhize.